by the end of the weekend, one of you is going to win the total cash prize of $200 and the title of Soul. Wait, let's run it back.
Hello and welcome to the 4th edition of Backbenchers Podcast, previewing the cast of Survivor Canberra Season 4. And we are so excited for you all to be here with us and meet and talk about these lovely people who have signed up to, go to the show and have us comment on it. I'm Ashley, and I'm just really excited to be here. And our other hosts, you guys can introduce yourselves.
Yeah, I'm Tuddy. I'm very excited to be here and put my 2 cents in for what I think is going to happen.
Hey everybody, I'm Gez. New to the Canberra Survivor community, but I'm just really excited to get through this. It's going to be great.
Oh yeah, and I think I've been told it's one of the best seasons yet. We're seeing that here. I think our previews we've been seeing up to the season is really exciting. We have returners coming back.
Yeah, first time I think like in LRG Australia history with returners coming back.
Yeah, you'd be our historian.
I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, comment and we can fix that up. But yeah.
But just a really strong cast overall. Just going through everyone's bios, varied cast, but also just everybody's going to bring something different, I feel like.
Yeah, what a big variety of people as well. We have people from like all different places around Australia, from all different backgrounds, from all different jobs, careers, age. Like I feel like it's just the perfect mix of people for what's going to be a great series.
Agree.
Oh yeah, and I know Dan and Liv said it was really hard to cast because there's so many people, but I think it's going to be a fun one to see what they all did. So, and what a trio we'll be hosting here along with Riddy and Charlene will be coming in on other days too, so that will be our guess, but for now we have us three. We're gonna doing our draft.
I'm excited.
Do we just want to get into it? Is there anything else we need to talk about? Any hopes for the season before that, or should we just jump right in?
We can jump straight in. I did want to ask before we start though, what is your wrestling walk-in song? Because that was my favorite question of the whole.
Tuddy, where was the notice?
You flung this on us.
Actually, do you know what? I thought about this a little bit. Ashley, do you have yours?
Oh, no. Please.
Okay, you think, all right, so look, this is going to show my age, but for me, it would have to be 2 Unlimited's Get Ready for This. So they do that in a lot of sports arenas. I've seen 2 Unlimited live. They're just so nostalgic for me. They're still going today. So yeah, Get Ready for This. That's mine.
Oh, that's good. Tuddy, go ahead.
I think I'd go more on the offensive and try and play something that would make my opponent's ears bleed as they were coming out. So maybe some Christmas carols or some Mariah Carey.
Mariah, Derek.
The whistle tone.
Get them from the get-go.
Oh gosh. I think I have to go for high energy. I won't have the great Eurovision pick that Natalie picked. That was an excellent choice.
We will get to that later as well. Yes,
we'll talk on that. But I don't know. The song that came to my mind was Black Betty. It's just high energy. Yeah. It's a little goofy. It's kind of fun to get people going.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think that's a good pick.
Yeah, hyped. Absolutely.
Absolutely. I knew he was going to come for you.
Derek.
That's a good question. Pop off in the comments if you haven't answered what song yours is. I know we will cover everyone who is playing, which I see a decent amount of. So, but yeah,
good turnout from the crew.
And if you have any questions, comments, thoughts as we're going through, throw them up and we'll put them on, and we'll try to answer why we might have said something or not.
Yeah.
If we can answer it.
If we can. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We've got a next couple of months of episodes coming your way, but let's jump into the cast. Let's do our draft assessment. We had a predetermined order. Tuddy will be starting first. I will be going second.
Sure.
Gez will go third and fourth, and we'll do a snake draft.
I bought this buff ages ago, like way back when they were doing like a fundraiser. So I feel like I've got to pick someone from the Gula tribe to start off with. Originally, before I saw all the videos, my first winner pick was actually someone else, but I've changed it a little bit, just based on analyzing it and trying to win because I'm competitive. But my first pick is the lovely Derek.
Damn
I
it.
just knowing Derek is like just a perfect mix. I think that it takes to win this game. I think just like an amazing person, like an empathetic person. His job will help him in the game, understanding. And I think I'm just giving him shit as well just before I probably need to get back in his good graces. So my first pick is Derek. What do you guys think? I could see Ashley already like.
I knew you were going to pick that first off. I knew that you were going to pick it. I think it's a great pick. Derek's the person I've probably known the longest out of this crew. So it's one of the ones where I was like, he'll get picked up good because I've seen him play online versions.
Thanks.
I think Derek is one of the people. I sent him a voice memo yesterday saying this, but I think his personality works super well in Survivor because it's not one that's so dominant that gets like noticed right away, but it's one where you want to go and talk with him. You want to see what he has to say. He'll nurture the relationships and make you feel heard, because that's one thing I think people suck at is not listening and just wanting to talk too much. And Derek is a great listener, and I think that's super, super good in Survivor. In Survivor format, it's a mess, and you don't want to maybe that target. So I think he'll be able to collect 1 or 2, 3 people who are really going to value him and will protect him. And I think he'll be able to get to the merge, and he'll win a few key immunities. And I think he'll trade off with a few other people that he's working with and be able to make it really deep into the game. So I think this is a value pick.
Yeah, I think like a lot of people put like a negative kind of connotation onto quiet, like fading into the background. But I think quiet can be a strength as well because it allows you to gather information. People feel safe telling you things, and then you have more power in the game. So I think that not necessarily being quiet, but being a bit more tactful in your approach can be a beneficial strategy.
And I think, look, I'm new to Derek, but immediately I feel like his confidence is something that people will be drawn to. Like, confidence is sexy, right? So I think people will naturally be drawn to Derek. But he also said that he's doesn't necessarily need to have a set strategy. So he's probably willing to be fluid, which means that he could probably be quite adaptable to a lot of different situations. So confidence and that fluidity, I think, is going to be a major strength for Derek.
And one thing I'll say about Derek as well is he's not afraid to make a move when he needs to. He can be cutthroat when he needs to, but one of the strong things is he knows when to, when not to. Like, sometimes it's just cute to make a fun, flashy move for no reason. He'll know not to do that. He'll, like, I think, be able to, like, rein it in. I've seen him play a little villainous before. I've seen him, yell at some people. I know it's there, but I think he'll be able to rein it in. So I'm really excited.
Timing, really, and being able to control that. And I feel like he's a person that is aware of his emotions, what he's putting out, and has the ability to control those and weaponize them at the right time. So I think he's definitely going to be one to watch. The only thing is if he becomes too much of a threat at the end, like he might be a bit of a target to get taken out. But I'm putting money on him to make it deep into this game.
Yeah, I think so. Like, if he gets on a bad place where maybe his mouth catches him, that's the only thing maybe I could see as a downfall. If he said something and someone catches it, like being super smart and like savvy, they might try to clock it and get him out. That's my one worry. But I think he'll have a good run. He will.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Derek is being our first one on the draft pick. It makes sense. I know he's a few winner picks on the others, so
starting off strong.
All righty. Well, anything else for Derek? Or should I do my pick?
Oh, just the one downside is the Mariah Carey, but you can kind of forgive him for that. Just a little bit. Yeah. Questionable.
Well, he'll be fighting you. And that was his walk-up song, was a mix between, what was it? I wrote these down for fun. He did one of his, I didn't know J-Rock, but him and Mariah Carey having a little mashup. That's very Derek. Like, let me pick two. Yes, but I think Derek will be great. And he comes from the Blue Tribe on Gula. How do you say it? Gula. So he is the first member we'll be seeing on Gula. Okay. It's my turn to pick, and this is where I struggle because I have a lot of people, but I want to try to make the right pick where I know you guys won't pick. So Derek are first, and I told myself I just want to have a really fun draft team, so I'm just going to go with that. I think it's still a chance to win, but it'll be fun. So my pick will be Ben.
Hey, do you know what? That was my original winner pick.
Oh, God.
He was the one that I changed last minute. So if that turns out to be it and I change, I'm going to be filthy.
And I love that for me. Ben is just such an enigma to me, I think is the right word, because he's so charismatic. People just like find him so fun, but he's also just like willing to do something out of the norm. He's willing to play out of the box. He's willing to do unconventional things. Like he wants to, I don't know, throw votes, wants to say names. I'm really excited to see what he does. I think he says he wants to play chaotically, but when he gets in there and if he gets far, I think he'll lock in. I think he'll want to go towards the end and go that way. I've seen him play online as well a few times. Very fun, can connect with people super fast. And I think that will be as strong to suit as his social game. And if he can bring the strategic game to back it up, he goes far.
Again, like he's another confident person. Like I feel like confident karaoke host. Like I have a feeling like if him and Derek are on the same tribe, they might kind of click as well. So like maybe a power duo in the making.
Yeah, I mean anybody who can get strangers up to sing at karaoke and get them out of their comfort zone, there's something to be said for that. I think if anybody did that to me, I'd be like, get away. But if he can get people to do that, then more power to him. The only thing I think was a little bit of a concern for me was that he said he can't sit still for too long. So is patience going to be his downfall? Because we know in Survivor, you've got to be able to let things cook, right? All too often you'll see people who kind of rush into a situation or they hear something and they don't have that time to kind of react and see what pans out. I'd say that would be my only concern with Ben.
Yeah, Ben, like that was one of the reasons why I kind of switched off Ben as well. Like originally, sorry,
the bucket hat.
Oh yeah, the bucket hat. And that's continuing like from season 3 with like other icons like Oscar and Pauline. So the bucket hat trend is still going strong. It's not the Terry Towel hat, but it'll do the job. But I think Ben will be chaotic, and chaotic is dangerous, and people don't like danger. So it's either people want to dance with him or they'll want to try and get rid of him.
Agree. If it goes his way, he's in with a shot.
I think he's a likable coach. Yeah. Like I see him as a likable coach.
Yeah. Oh, 100% likable. But you can still be likable and unpredictable at the same time.
Exactly. But like I think that's so fun. And I think one of the facts that really put me onto him is I put in the notes, like other than him loving bucket hats, which I knew, is that he would lie to his past self just for fun. And I think that's so funny. That's so chaotic. And that's just like that would instantly be like, I want to work with you. You're goofy. Like
outside the box. Yeah.
Keeping it fun, keeping it lighthearted. And that's the thing as well. If you're given the opportunity to play, you want to have fun with it. You don't want to take it too seriously because like you blink and it can be over. So it's like if you're given that opportunity, have fun with it, play hard, and just enjoy it.
So I think if he gets past the chaos that way, he has a good chance. But I could also see him just like blowing up a bomb and people not working well with it. So I mean, it's a risky pick, but I'm happy to pick risky for fun.
Yeah.
Why not?
I love like his little quote about being a magician and watch the tricks he's gonna pull. I feel like he's just gonna sit back and watch it burn, which I'm here for.
I'm a fan.
Yeah,
So,
why not?
Yeah, we look forward to seeing what Bucket Hat Ben does, and we'll find out. We'll find out here soon.
There we go. Oh, how do I do
There's
the?
Ben.
To the screwed it up.
All good, all good. But yes, this is Ben. That'll be my first pick, and we'll hand it off to our third and fourth. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so 2 in a row for me. Look at everyone. I'm kind of like you, Ashley. I was just, looking at a strong team that I'd want to play with. My pick that I'm going with is Adele. Now, for those of you who may not know, we had an event last year called Survivor Rapid, which was a compressed version of Survivor played in a house. It was actually Liv's place. Is that right, Tuddy?
Yep.
That's where I had the lovely pleasure of meeting you. Probably the most stressful 4 hours of my life of playing Survivor in 4 hours inside a house in different bedrooms where tribes are kind of, set up and working with each other. And I got to meet Adele there as well. Now, the reason why I've picked Adele is I feel like she is a quiet achiever, but a bit of an all-rounder. She talks about being an adventurist, but she's nerdy. She's into puzzles like Sudoku and board games. But then at the same time, like me, like I love my housewives, and she's into trash reality TV. So to me, that means that she's going to be adaptable in terms of working with lots of different personalities. She actually designs school camps. And I think that mix of, puzzles or like kind of gameplay, but then also the social side of things. And having played with her, I just feel like we talked about a confidence being very attractive. I think Adele has a quiet confidence, so people may not see it straight away. And for me, that's not flying under the radar. That's being super strategic. So I don't know. What do you guys think of Adele?
We have Soph here as well saying, was Survivor Canberra mini runner-up in your intro, Gez?
It absolutely was not.
A little bit of a plug there.
Thanks, Soph. Yeah, look, I feel like I tumbled my way to the top, being nominated, being up for elimination every round. It was the best fun, though. I really loved it. Thank you, Soph.
It was. I think, like, when I think back of school camps, like, I just remember, like, basically, like, team-based puzzles as part of the thing, like having to solve these things, like how to get over a wall or how to do this. Like doing obstacle courses. So I feel like Adele's going to be perfect for these kind of LRG-based challenges. And anyone who works with kids and can manage that can manage a small group of people. Like it's being able to like adapt and change and like being able to put up with kids basically. So I think that she will deal with the social game perfectly. I feel like she'll be able to transition into that and maybe even like survive things like tribe swap if they happen or navigate different like mechanisms of the game. I feel like she'll be an adaptable player. She seems like a very loyal person, which I don't know, could be good or could also be bad. I feel like she is the kind of person that would fall on her sword. So I hope to see her be a little bit sneaky and play the game hard. But yeah, she was definitely up the top for me as well.
Awesome.
I liked Adele from her Meet Me video. That's what I know from her. Her using like Adele songs to lower her threat level to like get people in. Like I was like, oh, that's a cute social little trick there. And like her being a teacher, I think teachers are chameleons of sorts because you have to like when I'm talking to this kid, I've got to do this way of talking and learning. But if I talk with this kid, I need to do a different approach. And I think that's kind of like
not a teacher. She runs like school camps.
Oh well, same thing. I mean, in my brain,
of like
teaching something or like
works with kids.
Yeah, exactly. But I think like each kid has a different learning style, and I think each player in Survivor has a different playing style and how they adapt if they're more or introverted versus extroverted. I think that would be helpful for her to be able to like just be able to switch that way. And then once you pair it with she can do puzzles where 70% of the people suck at puzzles.
I think she's doing a puzzle in the promo, right? There's a shot of her like working very intently. So, you know, I think she's going to live by what she says and, you know, not be afraid and get into it.
Exactly. And I think if I see someone on a puzzle and I'm in the team version, like before merge, I'm keeping her because we want to win.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
And also, but like, will she be like coming back off the back of like a previous Kiwi winner on season 3 as well? Like, are the Aussies going to be like, oh, I don't know if we can trust the Kiwi straight up. They won last time, so.
Although Australian born, didn't she say? I know she grew up in New Zealand, but I think born here. Is that right?
Yeah, Kiwi accent, definitely.
Yeah, they wouldn't have seen Bethany win. Oh, spoiler. Win yet, but you know, I think she'll be fine. I love a Kiwi, so
yeah,
love to see.
Everyone loves a Kiwi.
Go Adele.
Truly, truly. Well, that's a great pick. I think I'm really excited to see how far she goes.
Same. So for my next pick, speaking of loyal, and I'm thinking about team dynamics here. So my next pick is based on every team needs a hype person, right? And the person that stands out to me as a hype person, it's got to be Jordan. Jordan, I'm going to share this about Jordan. I've known him for a very long time. I first became aware of Jordan, I think, in college days. Maybe I'll refrain from saying what year that was. But Jordan's known across Canberra for working in musical theatre. He's done a ton of shows. He's a Les Mills instructor, so he is fit AF. He is ready to go. And knowing Jordan personally, he does wear his heart on his sleeve. I think that can go one of two ways. We will see how he copes with that. But when he is close with somebody or when he builds a relationship, he goes hard. I know for that Survivor Rapid night, he had my back more than I knew. Thank you, Jordan. And I think if he can kind of tunnel his focus, I know sometimes he can be reactive to people who might be annoying him or whatever. If he can really focus his energy to the task at hand, that's when I think Jordan is really going to shine. But he is somebody who's going to pump up the team. He's going to be cheering everybody on. He's going to be the hype man on the side during challenges. And I need that. Like sometimes I can be a bit like, I am extroverted, but I can also be an introvert. And I need somebody like that on my team to get me into the challenge.
Yeah, definitely agree with everything you said. He's definitely an extroverted person who everybody will know about. I think he's going to be a great character for this season. I can't wait
100%.
to watch him play. I think he'll go down as a memorable player. I do have a few concerns though about like obviously LRGs are a short game, like 2 days.
Yeah.
So like one thing that I might be a little bit worried about is if he holds a grudge against people. It's a very fast-paced game. So you probably need to be able to be adaptable and like understand other people's moves. He's definitely someone who wears his heart on his sleeve and definitely lets you know about it as well, which is an admirable quality. I feel like you know where you stand.
That's what I mean. It's that mix, right?
Yeah, but playing Survivor, it can also be a double-edged sword, but it could also be an asset as well. Like people might want to take that forward with them because they know where they stand. So it's always good to know.
Mm-hmm. Jordan, I think he'll either do really, really well or it'll burn quick and fizzle. I say with all the love in the world, obviously. I think Jordan is gonna do super well in challenges, being athletic, helping the team, wanting, because he's competitive. That's one thing I know about
100%.
Playing Traitors and like Blood on the Clock Tower with him. If we lose, I hear about it. If we win, I hear about it. If I lie to him, I hear about it. That's one of the things where he knows that he's expressive and he knows he'll tell people how he feels. So hopefully people don't take that the wrong way.
Yeah, but like Geza said as well, he's an extremely loyal person.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like he will not cross you unless you cross him. I feel like if he's someone that you're aligned with, it's always going to be a positive for
He'll
you.
have your back.
Unless you screw him over, and then
Look out.
hell hath no fury.
Then you
He will
better
dance
put his
on you till
ass
you
out
die.
and hit it. Like, if you cross him, you better get him out and make it land, or else he's coming for you. Like, and I would never lie, Dan. That is so true. Thank you for letting the world know that. That is so true. I think Jordan is super passionate. He's like a decent big fan. He'll come in, he'll know the game. So I think, and he's super sociable. Like, he can talk to you about anything. So
yeah,
I think he can do well if he can bring
Harness
it to the
all
right
of it.
time.
Hold his nerve, I think, and
Yep.
bring it all in.
No, I'm excited to see what he does. Super pumped.
Yeah, me too. There's a little bit of a consensus in the chat here, Ashley.
I don't like it. I don't lie outside of Blood on the Clock Tower, guys. Okay, I promise. Yeah. And traders, I guess, too.
Part and parcel, right?
Keep adding to the list.
Oh gosh, no. But I think Jordan will be great. It's very fun to see him, play games outside of Survivor. So I'm excited to see what it is in the format that's a little less like rules and layers and more just like natural and condensed. So
yeah,
I think it'll be fun to see him.
Yeah,
and I think be a great narrator.
Yeah.
So
who's next?
I think it's Ashley.
No, I haven't figured out where I'm going next, guys.
I can jump in if you want.
No. I figured it out.
Tuddy.
I think I will go. I will stick in the Blood on the Clock Tower where I met people lane, and I'll go with Will. Everyone's favorite little brother. Is
the boy next door.
Will. I think Will's just, I don't know. There's something about him where you just trust him by looking at him.
Because he's a geospatial scientist?
Yeah, exactly. Like you say, a geospatial scientist won't lie to me and drag me through the mud. That's what I say every day.
His calm manner. It's like draws you in. It's very trusting. He has a voice that would like narrate a documentary, and I feel like it just like he could do like a sleep.
You could read a phone book, and I'd say,
yes, please.
No, like I think there's just something about him that just doesn't read as like bad. Like people want to trust him. They don't think they're gonna be screwed over by him. But like I've seen him play the demon. Exactly. Yeah. I don't have a little brother, so that's how I'm describing it. I think he'll come in, but he knows the game. He is got like the well mix of the athletic, the social, the strategic. Yes. And I think he has a low threat level without having to play too behind the table. So I think he will do really well.
I think at the start he's going to have a low threat level, but I feel like he's going to emerge as a threat as the game goes on. Like he has like the whole package. Like he's smart, obviously, like geospatial scientist. I had to look up what that was. I still don't even know what it is. But I feel like you have to be pretty smart to be a geospatial scientist. Plus,
and he's 25.
He's like an athlete. I follow him on Strava, and he is like out everywhere all the time, like running, bike riding, just fit as. And also just such a personable guy that draws people in. So I feel like he's got social, physical, and like the mental side, which is like the holy trinity for Survivor.
Yeah, I think as he said, it would probably be a case of him building that social clout along the way, and people maybe realizing they're going, oh crap, Will's like on a really good trajectory, which could work against him. So if he can keep that at bay and just kind of keep your friends close but your enemies closer, I think he'll do really well. I echo exactly the sentiments that you guys have about Will. I felt exactly the same. He really wants to play with a positive attitude. He said he's quite decisive, but can be flexible at the same time. So yes. For me, I mean, his wrestler pick for his entrance track was cool for the summer. So, I mean, talk about putting the icing on the cake. He's just got it all. So he's bringing a lot to the game. I just want to see how he's going to flex those different skills in certain scenarios. I think we can all agree the challenges will be a natural fit for him. It'll just be in terms of like, what if he's faced with something like conflict? You know, how's he going to manage that? So using whatever he's got in his little toolkit of skills, let's see what he brings out.
Exactly. Good.
Sorry.
Go ahead. No, you go.
I love how like Dan's also said it's like the little brother. So I feel like people will want to take Will under their wing per se, and maybe view him as quite a moldable player that they can kind of like lay seeds with and stuff. So I feel like people will want to align with him, whether it be for the fact that they think that they can manipulate him, or the fact that they think that he is like a smart person that they can work with and soundboard off. But I think either way, he's going to draw people in, and I feel like he's going to do really, really well this game.
I think so. And I don't know. I think there's a lot of people that will want to play with him, I think.
Yep.
So that's helps me think he'll go far. So just looking at the other players, there's some like more out there. I think Will's a good foil for some of those bigger.
The only thing I can see is if he makes it far into the game, like taking him into a final tribal council, the guy is articulate as like he can speak his mind. He can like communicate exactly what he wants, which people might find as a little bit of a threat. So I feel like he might find it a little bit harder towards the end of the game, just because I feel like that threat level is just going to go and like
makes him a target, right?
Game progresses. Yeah, exactly.
So do you think he's going to be like a Rob Goddess, like right before Final 3? Like, you think they're going to snipe him, or
a Rob Goddess? In what Rob?
Whatever Rob you want, Rob R, Rob C, whatever one.
Yeah, like I don't know. I feel like people will be threatened by him, especially in a final scenario.
Yeah, that's
but
fair.
An integral player at the same time. It's tough to see how people will react to him.
Yeah,
maybe he wins out and takes himself there and doesn't have to worry about that.
Yeah,
it's so hard to know what the
go on a challenge run.
It could happen. We've seen it. So truly,
exactly. Stranger things have happened.
And that it's so true. So I'm really excited for Will. I think he'll do great things, and goodwill to him as well. Yes.
We've had 5 picks so far, and they're all newbies. What do you guys think about that?
I have thoughts.
I've got some thoughts. I've got a few in my head. I'm ready. Don't worry.
Yeah.
The returnees, don't worry. They've got their time. They're coming.
Yeah, but what do you think about us like picking all those? How do we think the returnees are going to go? Do we think they're at like an advantage, a disadvantage? Do you think like going into this kind of game where we've seen people's games before, that can be an asset or something to take into consideration?
So going through this pick, I was thinking exactly what you're thinking, Tuddy. So you raise a really good point. The only problem with returning players is that you may have a massive target on your back, because people are going to be looking for the smallest reason to get rid of you, right? Especially when it's a new bunch of people early on in the game. You don't really know everybody. I mean, some of them may have knowledge of each other, obviously, but they'll be looking for any excuse to get rid of you. So if they're like, you've already had your go, man, you can like piss the hell off. That could be the only thing why I haven't put them up the top. I'm excited to talk about a number of the returning players. But I think that's maybe going to be the challenge for the newbies to band together to be like, see ya.
Yeah, and it's that perception of returning players. Like I know like in old school Survivor, like most of the seasons that had returnees, a returnee won or made it to the end. Whereas more recent seasons, people see them as threats straight away, and often a newbie will come out on top. So it's interesting to see how people will react to them. But it's my pick now, yeah?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Yeah, go. Okay. Actually, I have a double pick.
Yeah, a double?
Yeah, you get the double.
I am going to go with the returnee.
Don't pick mine.
Mix it up a little bit.
Don't pick mine.
Spread the love, and Maybe I don't know who I'm going to go though. I have a few people in mind. I'm going to pick another Gulu. I think I'm going to go with Rose.
Damn it.
And what?
Damn it.
Yeah. So obviously Rose was season 1, and was the result, or her elimination was the result of being swap screwed. So I feel like she's had a lot of time to kind of think about her game, what she'd do differently. She's had experience playing before. And I think maybe she's going to come in with a bit of a different attitude. She also doesn't have too much of a reputation, so it might be easy for her to slot in. Yeah, so I'm throwing out a bit of a wild card, and I'm going to go with Rose.
If I can jump in, Ashley, is that all right? So I actually have worked with Rose. She came through the graduate program at my work. And when I saw her on season 1, I was like, what the hell? That's Rose. So I was watching her game quite intently. I love Rose. I think she is awesome. She is a super strong player. I love to hear her say that she's been training really hard. She's been lifting weights. Yeah. She's like, I'm ready for the physical. It's been 84 years. Rose might be feeling that way. She's ready to unleash hell. No, but I think Rose, for this season, she has a lot to prove, because I think she has the nuts and bolts to put together a really good game. And I see her as being quite cerebral, but she's also very analytical, not so much just in her personal life, but even at work. Like, I saw her as being just a really smart operator in the office. Love you, Rose. Love your work. But I think she is just a very valuable member to a tribe in terms of she can process things really quickly. She's that person, if there's something that blows up, you'd want to run away and have a chat with Rose, okay? Because she's going to calm you down. She's going to talk you through, but then she's probably already going to have the next, 3 or 4 steps ahead. So I'm so looking forward and so happy to see Rose back in the game.
I'm glad she has a second opportunity. But also you proving, people say Canberra's a small place and you know everyone. That's just insane that you know Rose.
Yeah, I was so excited. I mean, I haven't contacted her either since seeing her on season 1, but I was so happy to see her play. So awesome to have her back.
I love a game bot. I love someone who's 7 steps ahead. And that's what it sounds like Rose is. Will it bite her? That's the question. Or will people not see it coming?
Good question.
That's what we have to weigh there. I also think season 1 will be the season people will have had the most opportunity to view, and they might understand her game the most. So those are the only concerns, but I don't think that will.
On the flip side of that, is it the furthest one aired that it's not fresh in people's minds are the threats like season 3 and season 2, where it's kind of emerged, and season 1 still has this they were just testing out the waters, and I don't know, it could be perceived on both ends of the scale, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if 3 aired yet at time of filming, so it'd be 1, 2. So it's still, but you're right. There's that chance. As Eden says.
She also mentioned in her intro that she has some history with Aston, although Aston's sitting on a different tribe to her. So if we get to a merge situation...
Oh, that's a tribe swap that I can't wait to see.
When she said, I hope I don't see Aston, I just giggled. I was like, ooh, well, hold your pearls, man.
Clutch those pearls.
Because it's...
When you put it out there, it's bound to happen, so...
And then there's someone else, I don't remember who else looked at my notes, I want Aston to play. So I was like, ooh, I love the storylines being written already.
Oh yeah, we're already into it before we've even begun.
There's nothing that's the fun element of returners coming back. They have a little storyline built in, that redemption arc that they want to come and prove, which I think is huge. For Rose, she just wanted to prove that she could have done it had she not got swap screwed. That's kind of her story this time, and I think she says she's going to try to do everything she can to before getting voted out. And I think that's such a good way to play. Like, play as much as you can. Like, don't be afraid of being voted out.
So Rose actually voted out Aston and Janine, who are both returning players in this season as well.
Yeah. So we've got
maybe a little bit of bad blood. That's also like I said, season 1 was a while ago. So it could be a long time to either get over things or a long time to just plot revenge.
I feel like with a game like that, I'm sure we've all played games of anything where like, had I done this, had I done that, it might have been better.
True.
Well, I'm sure like Aston and Janine will be like, had Rose not voted me out once they see her, like it'll come back. Those don't go away. You can be like,
yeah, well, that might draw them together as well to work together, and Rose might be just, oh my gosh,
right? Exactly.
Both on the same opposing tribe.
Oh, exactly. It's one of those, like, it could depend on the flip of the coin for how half of these scenarios will go. But I think Rose should be good. I think she'll take it under her belt. Yeah. She won't be an early target, I don't think, for the returners.
Yeah, at least I hope not. Yeah.
So, great pick, I think. Really fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
it's really hard to choose people because I have so many I want to choose. There's like so many things to take into consideration. I'm still like just changing this as I go. I thought I had it set in stone, and then I look at it. I'm like, like I don't want to say the other people because then you guys are going to poach them.
Well, but it's okay.
We're ready.
You're a trustworthy person. The comments say.
Yes.
I think I'm going to go with Bree.
Another.
You're in my brain.
Bree, I feel like is concise. Like she knows what she wants, and I don't think she's going to be afraid to pull the trigger. And I feel like people want to work with somebody like that. Very passionate person. I also know Bree outside of the game. And it can be a really endearing quality, but it can also be a bit of a downside at times as well. But I feel like she just will flourish in this game. I feel like she'll be able to make alliances and stay loyal, but also I don't think she'll be afraid to turn on people at the right point. So I feel like she has the capacity to build up a resume and actually put herself in a position where she gets to final tribal council and she can explain all the stuff that she's done. I think her problem will be getting to final tribal council. But I feel like if she gets there, she's gonna have the receipts to back it up.
Yeah. I see Bree as a real go-getter. No nonsense as well. I think she calls it how she sees it and she doesn't apologize for it. I don't see her as being a timid player at all. I think that's maybe what you were leaning into, Tuddy, that might be a little bit of her undoing further down the game. She says that she works in a pub, she has to connect with people. And she's into team sports, bit of netball. So she knows how to be a part of a team. She knows the dynamics of how to make that all work to, lead on that path to success. And I think she's going to do a really good job of using those skills and harnessing that in. I am really excited to see how she's going to play. I had her as a pick as well. Bree's got a lot going on for her, so I'm excited to see what's coming.
No, I agree with everything we all have said so far. I've seen Bree play a few different versions of games like this. And she always does really well. And
played a few different ways as well.
Depends on how she's feeling, which, I think is for everyone, obviously. I think if she can come in and just, like, be that sociable, like, oh, geez, let's talk about the games, the AFLers, right? That's the right team that she likes, AFL in specific.
Yes.
Yep, okay.
Yes.
If she can go and like just like really get those connections socially built, and then I think if she slowly sprinkles in the strategic, like she doesn't like try to push it down anyone's like throat, perhaps, I think that's good. But I could see two worlds of her doing that, or people might not like that she's pushing strategy so hard so fast, because I could see that too, where it could sit differently with someone. So
she did say that she's good at reading people. So I feel like if exactly what you're saying, Ashley, if she can kind of apply that skill to a situation where there's a lot going on, and I imagine it's just going to be quite manic, I think she can be direct when she needs to be. If she can really look at people and see the situation for what it is, that's where she's going to shine.
Yeah. Get shit moving along, and also doesn't hold a grudge. So I feel like in a fast-paced game, it can be an asset to just have someone that's decisive and be like, yep, I'm going to sit back and let somebody else make all the calls. And I feel like she's going to be driving the bus for a lot of those votes.
Yeah, true.
Let's hope no one throws her under it.
Yeah.
That's
no, we need to see Brie in action. She's great. We need to see her get deep into the game.
Oh, absolutely. I think she'll be a really great addition. I think she'll have some good one-liners as well. I can see her and Jordan. This is probably like where they really hit it off, and like them just like I can see them potentially being a duo in this game.
A dynamic duo or a destructive duo?
Depends on the moment. I could see either. Hard to say, but I think she'll do really well. I'm excited. I think she's athletic. She can do challenge prowess. I don't know how her puzzle skills are. That's one thing I don't know, but I think she'll be able to blend in with the tribes at the start for sure. Beep beep.
That's the thing as well with being direct. You know where someone stands. Like I think people would rather play with somebody that they are telling you where they are than someone that's indecisive or somebody who kind of can't make a decision. So I feel like people will want to work with Brie.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. So we'll see. I think it definitely depends on how early they go to tribal and getting that moving or not. So I think really that will be, if they get to sit around for a while, I think it'll be good. But if they get going too, I don't know. How fast does strategy come up? That'll be the key.
Yeah.
True.
So, yeah.
Got a decent team going here.
Yeah, you do. That means it's my turn. And I think...
Exactly.
Okay, I think I know who I'm going to pick. I'm going to go for a returner as well here. And I think I will pick Anthea.
Oh, Anthea is one of my favorite players to ever watch. Like, like she was up the top of my list as well.
I know. I was like, I need to do a snipe pick here. I'm trying to fight strategically. And I think Anthea is a good pick to round up my team thus far. I think Anthea is super analytical. I think she's going to play the game in the sense of wanting to play, but it won't come across that way. Like, she'll always be thinking, but it'll be like not coming across as game body. I've enjoyed playing Blood and Clock Tower with her. I hate when I have to lie to her because it just feels so bad, just because she just like brings this like era of like, oh yeah, like let's play, let's have fun. Like, I don't know, I always feel bad when I do that, so maybe other people will too.
Yeah, like I don't know. Anthea is like you said, like an analytical player. She has a very calm presence, and I feel like she's someone that you can trust. But in saying that, like watching her, but it hadn't aired yet, had it?
No.
Yeah, so that's the thing as well. Like a lot of these returnees don't know what season 3 players are like, so that could be an advantage for Anthea. But like I know that she could have the potential to be an amazing player, and I was actually devastated that she got. She kind of got like a bit swap screwed as well with the idol in season 3. I would have loved to have seen her stay longer and see what she could have done. I'm from the same town as her originally, so I'm from Mossvale. Went to Mossvale High, and she used to live there. So I feel like I don't know whether that's just because we just had that connection straight away, but I don't know. She just draws me in. I just love Anthea.
Well, something that really moved me about her package was that she said she wants to have fun and not be emotionally devastated. Like, she took it as a real, knock to the heart. And there's something to be said about somebody who's had an experience like that. It obviously still might have a teeny little scar, but I think that is going to be the fuel to push her far into the game. But also she said that she wants to be aggressive, but she said aggressive for me. Okay, so I see that as somebody who's quite introspective, and that she's wanting to take that hurt and use it, not necessarily for bad. I'm not saying she's going to go out there and be the villain of the season. Absolutely not. But I think she's going through something like that, which was obviously a trauma for her, that's going to be sitting on her shoulder the entire game, keeping her on target, right? So I don't think it's going to be something that kind of keeps her tunnel vision. I think she's going to use it to her benefit. So, yeah, bring it on.
That's what she said in her promo as well. She's like, I trusted my gut, and my gut was wrong. So it's interesting. I feel like she's going to play a lot more ruthlessly. I feel like coming back for a second chance, I think she's going to capitalize on that and take every opportunity.
I want to see that, yeah.
Wait to see. I'm here for Anthea being brutal and cutting people left, right.
Yeah, bringing Anthea 2.0.
Yeah.
Who's going to be her Eden? Who's going to be her number one?
Speaking of Eden.
Yeah, exactly. Who's going to be?
Yeah, you'd even play an idol for her, wouldn't you, Eden? Even if it is from the wrong tribe.
Exactly. I think people will not think she's threatening, and I think we'll be drawn to work with her. And
I don't know. I think, as Breeder said, I wonder how things would have gone down if season 3 aired before. I feel like people would be threatened by her if season 3 had aired, but because our first intro to her in season 3 was such this warm, calm person coming in, that she will draw people in and they'll want to work with her
into the web of the spider nest.
Yeah. Into and I love that she's wearing a lot of Survivor villains have the big wide brim cowboy hat that she's just repping as well.
Tuddy with the analysis, I love it.
Jerry Manthe vibes.
We love Jerry Manthe. I don't know. I think it'll be good. And I think from the returners as well. Now, again, what I said, I think she's not the highest threat level coming in. I don't see her being targeted first out of the returners.
No, definitely not. I think, and if she is a threat, I think she'd be able to manage that threat level. She has the ability and the skills to be able to push that down and be no, these people, and shift that target off her. So I feel she is a threat. People will probably clock that she's a threat, and then she'll just be push that to the side. And like she said, clear eyes, cold heart.
And that's the way you got to do it. You got to turn it off, honestly. I love it.
Yeah.
So that's my pick.
Love that.
Oh, that's a big pick, and I'm devastated.
Oh, thanks, Soph. All right, so is that me up next?
You got a double coming.
Double. Look out, y'all. Okay, so again, going a little bit with heart here. My next pick is Mark. So Mark is the police officer, private investigator, and I'm always intrigued
by force person. I feel like he's done everything.
Right. And I always feel like just in any season that I've seen with people who have, similar kind of skills, sometimes it can just go so wrong. They just get such a protracted view on the way the game actually works once they're there. I think maybe, they sit at home and they play. They think, they get there and everything just goes out the window. I don't feel that way with Mark, though. I like that he says that he really wants to analyze people's behavior. I think that I don't want to criticize him too harshly here, but he was saying that, he's going to lie about his age. And I just think, Mark, don't waste your time with that. I think people will know that he's of a certain vintage, which I love, by the way. People are just going to, I think, naturally gravitate towards him. He's going to be that soft kind of almost fatherly figure. But then he's got these skills, which he said he's not going to share either. So he's going to lie about his background. I'm 100% here for that, because the minute that he's like, I've got all these specialized skills, people will be like, oh, he's going to know when I'm being deceitful or whatever. But I really want to see him pull off what he says that he can do and what he hopes to achieve in the game. Because seeing somebody with that kind of background and those specialized skills, seeing him kind of like navigate through the game with that or calling out things early, man, I just want to see that. And would I want somebody like that on my tribe? Hell yeah, Mark, I want you on my tribe, dude. So bring it on.
Bring him in as a number. Keep him in with you. Don't let anyone else have him. He's yours. He's your crown jewel. As he's a British royalty fan. That was the first thing I wrote down. I'm like, I love that. Like, that was my first. Like, I was like instantly a Mark stan after the British royalty. Like, I don't know.
Yes.
It's just a fun niche. Also, like him, I had to ask what his job was because the American equivalent, it wasn't exactly running in my head. We had to get an Australian translate for that for me. But now that I know what he does, I think that will translate well into reading people. I work with a lot of people in similar roles where can read people and tell when they're lying. They might play with their hair if they're lying. They might like do small things that he'll catch on. And it's one of those, like, I think he'll be able to bring that in. And also,
gathering that intel, that's value, right?
And I think he'll be able to lock it in, keep it in, and not share with everyone and bring it out at the correct moment, which is key.
Being able to hold your tongue is a skill that many people cannot do and like is their demise. So I feel like that he will be able to do that. My concern is like in his thing, like his intro video, like it said, like speaking his mind and stuff, which I don't know, like with the tribe dynamics, I feel like maybe could also, like, yes, good at holding his tongue, but also could maybe speak his mind that other people might not mesh with as well. So I feel like forming those initial alliances might be a little bit hard for him, but I feel like he'd be a slow burn and like a really loyal investment as an ally.
Absolutely.
But that's the key, slow burn. I hope he has time to do that because
that's the thing. Will he have the time?
His tribe.
Can he kind of take that step back? I mean, still be that kind of that father figure, but you don't need to make the decisions or the calls. I mean, appropriately, obviously, but like if he gives himself a bit of space, man, he could do some great work.
And I think I need to also add comment. You saying he shouldn't lie about his age. I love lying for lying's sake for sometimes like that. Like that's one thing I'm like, you know what? It's goofy and silly. Like,
oh yeah, it is. Look at me getting into broad.
And Ashley's team looking very blue.
I promise I have read
someone needs to break down the psychology of this.
I'm just Switzerland over here. Like I've got a good old mix.
I didn't look at tribe alignment when I did my listing, so sorry.
I do promise that I'm about to go purple, so yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun, and maybe he's on the red team, right, Marcus?
Yeah,
yep. I think maybe if Baru, I don't know how to say it. Okay,
you can say it in anything, and we'll just blame the accent.
So. Okay, exactly. That's what I plan on doing
good.
This whole season. I think if they are able to win 1 or 2 team challenges right away, have that hour, 2 hours to just sit around and get to know each other. Mark's in. Yeah. So. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry for being blue. It's just what I do here. So sorry.
I've had a few of my blues stolen, unfortunately, but that's okay. All right. Yeah. Any other comments about Mark? I'm ready. I think I've got the double, right?
Yeah, you got the double.
Boom. All right. Well, I'm going to go with a wild card next. Ashley, you mentioned this earlier on, so I'm going to get right in there. I'm going to take Natalie.
That's a good pick. It's a really good pick.
From Gula. So I loved her intro. She talks about, she has a lot of patience and empathy, and she's into Eurovision. She loved the Cha-Cha-Cha song from Karja, which I think was Finland.
Yes.
I've been a Eurovision fan. Like I've got a Hungarian background, so it was kind of my connection to Europe as a little kid. So I've been watching that for the longest time. And when she said she was into Eurovision, I was like, she's mine. So we would have something to talk about, but I think that also just speaks to her being a creative, inventive person. So I hope she brings a little bit of that to the game. And she did say that she's reactive. Now, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I want to see a little bit of spice. I want to see a little bit of heat brought into the game, because if we're too kind of like, just kind of going through the motions, she needs to kind of stamp her territory in the game. So yeah, I'm loving Natalie.
I love that she said she's not afraid to look for an idol as well. I'm already like forecasting just a montage of her looking for stuff and trying not to get caught. I feel like always looking for an idol has the potential to make you look a little bit sus. So I hope she doesn't paint a target on her back too early. And again, it's all about timing. So I feel like if she nails the timing, she could definitely be a real threat in the game as well.
And she was saying that she is a massive Survivor fan too. I mean, I know most people competing would be, but if this is something that she's been into for a long time, then that's just going to give her more to draw on.
I think so. I think Natalie is such an interesting pick and player. Not pick, more so player. Like, she's right in the middle average of the age, I think, for everyone. She's not the youngest. She's not the oldest. She just had kids at time of airing. So
she's on maternity leave.
Yeah, she's on maternity. So she's
like, let me out of the house. Like, this
is vacation.
Yeah.
Like, this is probably so nice being out in the woods for 2 days, not having to wipe snot or whatever kids
not having people at you all the time.
Exactly. Like, and she might be able to like get some of her inner frustrations out on these people by voting them out and being a savage and like doing some blindsides. Like,
hell hath no fury.
Exactly, like a woman that needs to get out of the house. I think I loved her story that she shared in her intro with those. It was a 5-minute intro that we knew, and she told a story about her parents being immigrants, not knowing how to speak any of the same language.
It was all in the field
that way. Like, I was like, oh, that's so endearing. And I'm like, oh, this is a 5-minute video, and I'm like, I feel like I know her so well. Like, that's wild to me that she can convey that through video. So I can only imagine what in person is like. And I would definitely sit and chat with her about the 2023 Eurovision all tribe, all our downtime. Like, it'd be so fun. So I think she just she's like a ambivert. She seems like she could be extroverted, but she also feels like she has introverted tendencies as well. So I think that's a good mix for this type of game.
Yeah. No, I love it.
Yeah.
Right, Ashley, I think you're up next.
Oh, cats. Okay, I promised you a red pick, so a red pick it is.
Okay.
I'm going to be picking my fellow traitor, Mars.
No, that was.
I knew I had to soon. I knew I was gonna get sniped from him very shortly.
I do have some concerns though, but
no, I do too. But I see the high side over some of those. I'm gonna ignore the blaring red flag, perhaps. But I love, like I said earlier, I love a game bot. I really love a game bot. They're so fun to watch. I cheer for them every time. Maybe that's just a me thing, but I think Mars is going to go in with a strategy. He's going to have like multiple strategies. He'll be able to pivot to that. I think seeing him play just the traders, I saw how he's like, well, I need to do this, to do that, to make things work this way. So I see him as a very strategic player. I think he'll be social as well. I think one-on-one be better than a group. But I'm excited. I think he knows the game well.
So I don't know if Ashley's like aware, but he's coming off the back of just the airing of Survivor Melbourne. So which was also filmed quite a while ago, but it was just aired and he played an amazing game. And I feel like he's one of those people that kind of needs to get his claws in at the start to then work his way through and kind of spread. I am a little bit concerned just with the tribe dynamics. He's kind of like a quieter person from the start and can kind of maybe come off as a little bit threatening socially. And I feel like there's a lot of like loud, extroverted people on the Buru tribe that might gravitate towards each other. My hands are very active tonight. They might like gravitate towards each other and might leave Mars on the outer. I feel like if he can get his way in early, he'll make it deep into the game. I'm not going to give away
he
any
did
Survivor
mention
spoilers, unless do we want to? If you don't want Survivor Melbourne spoilers, like tune out for like a couple minutes.
All right,
yeah, basically Mars and somebody else, Ashley, also like a season 1 Survivor Canberra alumni, pretty much ran the entire game together, and were both like strategic and social masterminds. So love watching Mars play. I feel like he's an incredible Survivor player, but it's a different dynamic. It's a different tribe. And we have seen amazing players go out early on other seasons as well. I just don't know if it's going to be the right match of people for him. I think he kind of, with Survivor Melbourne, had people that he could manipulate kind of and bring in, and I don't know, I can't even describe how he does it. It's like amazing to watch. He's kind of like hypnotizes them and like has them under a spell. And I don't know if some of these people will fall for that. And I feel like they might immediately have a guard up that puts Mars on the outer. That's my only concern. But if he gets in, like there's no stopping him.
So he's a filmmaker, right? So to me, that means that he's about setting a narrative. Okay, so I don't know. I mean,
great storyteller too. Yeah.
Right, like I don't know if he's going to go in there with a particular strategy and try to formulate the players around, to be the cast of his movie, to fit them into, the introduction, the body, and then the conclusion. I don't know if he wants to play it that way, or if he's going to see the people in front of him and then be flexible in regards to that. He also mentioned that he does suffer from RAF, resting annoyed face. So is that going to put him on the outers, that he's kind of like too busy analyzing him and people are like, what the fuck is wrong with him? But I think he's going to be really interesting to watch in terms of what story is he going to weave with the people around him, because being if it's from a director's point of view, he's going to want to make sure that those players suit his narrative, so to speak.
And I think he might be able to create his own narrative if needed. Like, I think he'd be one person to be like, I heard someone say this, and no one said it, but people would believe it and craft that own narrative. I think, and sometimes, I think I said this to someone else the other day, sometimes resting annoyed, bitch, whatever you want to call it, face, I think that's okay in Survivor, because like that shows that you're just like a human and not like trying to put on like a shtick. Like if you just let yourself like show your natural face, I think that's fine.
It does make you hard to read though, and people find that threatening.
So, yes,
because time is of the essence, right? Things are going to happen quick.
But like I'd assume when you're resting, annoyed face is when you're at tribal waiting for votes, or when you're sitting and you can't talk to people. Like I can imagine when he's talking to someone, he's not sitting. Yeah, let's do that. Like I can't imagine that's how he talks to people. So I'm sure it'll be fine.
And he's got his eye on the prize. He was talking about, he's already kind of got his jury pitch ready to go about how we got there. So, there we go. Melbourne filmed 3 weeks before Canberra season 3.
Dang, so it was fresh in his head.
Yeah. And he would be like, that's like 3 weeks of intense thinking about a situation. Like if he made it to the end, I reckon he was a shoo-in.
Well, all right, maybe he's bringing blockbuster energy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he has it in him. I think
definitely has it in him. It's not. I don't think it's him that's going to be the problem. I think it'll be just other people gravitate towards other people more.
Hard to say. Who knows? Who knows?
It's all about the dynamics and those first interactions.
True.
And
so I'm excited to see if he's able to break the mold and find a few people to bring him in. Because I think again, he will be good in challenges. I'm assuming. I don't know how he did in Melbourne.
Sorry. I think we misinterpreted that season. Melbourne season 3. Melbourne filmed 3 weeks before Canberra season 3, not season 4. So there was a bit of time in between.
Oh, okay.
Not season 4.
But still 6-month gap.
Yeah.
So, no more a year. Okay. So yeah, still enough where I'm sure
practice.
he's thought about it though in that
Still
year.
enough time to stay up late thinking about everything you might have done wrong.
Exactly. Time sometimes make it better, but also sometimes it gives you room to like stew. So
Exactly.
who knows? But I think he'll do well. I'm excited.
I'm so excited to see him play again. I know that he's going to bring it. So I think like all these players we've looked at so far are going to all bring their A game. So
I think they all will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said at the start. This cast is phenomenal. Like just so hard to pick. Going on.
Shit.
Oh no.
Like even still like trying to choose, I am struggling to pick people.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, even though we're more towards like the second half of the draft now, like any of these players could still take the game out easily.
Mm-hmm. Agree. All right.
Your turn, Tuddy.
How many do I get?
2. You always get 2.
Yeah.
2.
You all get 2. I get 1.
Okay. I am going to go with everyone's favorite belt salesperson, Haley.
Yeah.
Haley.
Who's next on my list? Good pick.
I am very glad that she's back to play again.
Well, she owns the trailer.
Yeah, she does.
Mm-hmm. I think she owns everything she does. So I think she has the capacity to be an amazing player. And again, another returning player that I think is going to go all out and try her best to win. So I think her time was definitely cut short due to injury.
Yeah,
obviously, she doesn't want that to be her narrative this time around. And I'm excited that she gets to kind of rewrite that and hopefully see the whole journey out.
She came with a brace, she came with a plan, and she came with a good, fun personality that people are going to eat up.
Mm-hmm. No, I can't agree more. I think hearing her say that she was, she's born ready or she's ready to go, but that at the same time, even though she sees herself a bit of a hero, wants a little bit of that villain to come out. So I think, again, a player who feels like they didn't get their full flex in a previous season, that's going to like really fire her up to get in there and get messy if needed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And I wonder, because people said that if Haley doesn't get injured, she goes far in the game, like a hypothetical Brant Steele world, she goes far. I wonder if people who watch the season will remember and know that coming in. That's my one question mark.
I think though, like she didn't piss anyone off. So it's like she also left without like kind of screwing anybody
like
over.
A good rap.
Leaves like a good taste in people's mouths.
Sure.
So I don't think we've seen her full potential yet. And like Gez just said, like I feel like she has the potential to be like a badass player who will probably show some more of her villainous side.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm excited.
Well, she said, I will win. Like she is.
That's the attitude you want.
Manifesting what you want is the key to it. Yeah. Like, you got to say it, believe it. If you don't believe your own delusion, no one else will. And that's my life motto. I think I've watched Haley play 1 or 2 games online. And like, I think has the ability to be a silent assassin if needed, like willing to make some big moves behind the scenes and not afraid to take out your favorite's favorite,
Yeah.
So I think it's a good pick. Next on my list. So yikes. Good steal.
I've wanted to do that one for a while, but I just had a few others that I put in first.
I like that we have to do a strategy within the draft too. Like,
I'm like, who are you gonna pick? And I can't let you snake me beforehand. It's like a game in itself, trying to get into your head to be like,
this is harder than I thought it was going to be. We're not even in the
game. You'll never see me coming, but no, I think Haley's great. She's
Haley.
gonna be a fun addition to the cast. Confessionals, you never know what you're gonna get, and I'm excited for that.
I love that she's a belt salesperson too. Like, I just want her to sell me a belt.
Didn't she refer to herself as Belt Girl?
Yeah.
How does one sell a belt? Like,
I'm
me on your belt
intrigued,
sale.
and I have a lot of questions. And anyone can shed some light in the comments. I need to know more about a belt salesperson.
Tuddy,
It's
try
a
to
job
sell
that I have
a
never
belt.
heard of before Survivor Canberra.
Like it'd be like, this one's brown and has bedazzled here and there, and it's flashy. Is that how you sell a belt? Like,
I'm not sure.
Yeah, just fashion.
I don't know.
But also, salesperson. It's like
good point.
I hate asking people for money. So anyone who's brave enough to like push sales on people, better than me.
Yeah.
No, so there's a lot going for Hayley, 100%.
I think she'll bring it. She will.
Trying not to.
Everything's a competition if you try hard enough. The first challenge, keeping your pants up, that would be, and she'd win. She probably has shoes everywhere.
Got it down pat.
Oh gosh.
She didn't trip over her pants the first time, did she?
I don't know. I
don't even remember if we saw it on camera. I think it was more that she was talking. I think it was. Oh wait, it was during a challenge, right? I'm pretty sure.
Dan probably kept
spoke about it after. No, she's going to bring it for sure.
I think she's going to be a good merge pick, in my opinion.
Yeah.
This is where it gets tricky.
Yeah. Well, is it? I've got a double, right?
There's only a couple. No, I'm still going. Hold your
you're still going? Oh, you've got your double. Sorry.
He's on the second of the double.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've got a pretty strong team. I feel like I need to
diversify.
No.
I
feel like I need to maybe go for a wild card. Someone that I feel like has a stack against them, but I want to barrack for.
And
that person is Aston. I feel like he is someone that, like, especially in an LRG, it's always hard to get to the end and win. Like an open threat that I feel like maybe the odds are going to be stacked against him. I'd personally love to play with someone like Aston, but I want to kind of get behind him and barrack for him as well. I feel like he has a solid understanding of the game. I loved watching him on season 1, and I think that he was cut too short as well. And I think that he also has had a lot of time to reflect on mistakes, and I hope that he comes in with like a winning game. I feel like he's had a lot of time to think about it, and I feel like he's actually going to do quite well. The only concern that I have is maybe that people will bring like his reputation into it, and it could kind of scuff that a little bit. But I hope that he has the opportunity to get in and have a real stab at it.
We said that he had a lot of time to reflect on how he played first time around. He's a family man. He said he's doing it for them. And again, I really enjoy looking at players' motivations and what's driving them to actually go far in the game. And I feel like Aston is going to bring that into this season. And that's what I'm looking forward to seeing with him.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see him play again. He was one of my favorite players on season 1. And like he was one of the people I was going for from the start. So I was a bit devastated when he kind of had an early demise. I think he had a lot more gas left in the tank. But I think kind of burnt out a little bit too early. So I think maybe with like a bit of more consistent approach that he will flourish in this one a little bit better.
Agree.
And one thing I like, stepping up back from like the game and Survivor all, is Aston like fully took this community under his wings, and like this is such a big thing for him. And as someone who loves to be a part of a community within a thing, like knowing that you get a chance to play something you love so much and value and put time into, I think that will come into the game, like knowing that I want to do well just to show that like how much I love this. So I think that's really cool to see him bring that in his confessional, and just the passion that'll drive him along with being a new father. Having a child always is a good motivation to know, like, hey, one day, to quote Christian Hibicki, one day my son will see this.
Yeah. No, I think as well, like he's a fan from way back as well, which I kind of resonate with, like growing up watching it. So I'm glad that he has a second opportunity to play.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
And I think like he's reflected on his not wrongs, what brought him to go out. I think he'll be able to come in and correct, and hopefully he doesn't overcorrect.
Yeah. He's another one that we played the traders with. Didn't really have enough time to play with him to
I feel so bad. I definitely just jumped on. As a trader, I had to jump onto a name.
More of an insight into his strategy and stuff like that. But
I know. I wish I would have.
Got little experience to play with Aston.
He was fun.
To be fair, he was coming after me as well. So
I remember just saying people were voting for him, and I had to jump on. But I had fun with that one round. Okay. This narrative going around, I swear.
Again, we can never trust Ashley.
And that's my introduction to half the people was lying to them. So, whoops. I don't know. Aston will be great. Great sport, but dying for some traders. Like, will be so much fun no matter what happens.
Professionals as well. I feel like he's going to be like quite lighthearted and like take the piss a little bit as well, which I'm all about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely. I think he'll come in and do well. So I can't wait to see the return of Aston.
Yeah, same.
Anything else, or is it?
Won't happen this time, Aston. So you see you shine.
Yeah, you will shine. I know it, and I think the tribe you're on starting hopefully embraces your knowledge and experience in it. We'll see. We will see.
That's right.
Exactly. Okay. Geez, I'm trying to figure out my next one. I have like a few left here. I'm gonna go with someone who I think would be fun to go to vacation with, and that's Maddie.
Maddie's a teacher too, so another one that is used to wearing many hats and dealing with a lot of different people.
Oh gosh, yeah. I remember hearing about Maddie before Survivor 3. So I was like, oh, I'm really excited to watch her play in season 3. And so I thought she was going to go really far. And I was just super gutted when she got cut. So early. I love her enthusiasm. I love that she's very
contagious, right?
Yeah, it's like it makes you want to just be happy. So
yeah,
I think if she's able to bring in that right amount, bring it in and course correct again, I think she has a good run ahead of her.
Another swap screwed person who I feel like didn't really get enough time to showcase what they were capable of. So I'm kind of excited to see her story go full circle.
Yeah, I mean, she talks about keeping her cards closer to her chest. I think with somebody who has that kind of boisterous, I see her as a very boisterous type of person, that sort of personality, it's going to be a challenge for her to kind of keep a lid on that. But having an awareness about yourself as well, there's something to be said for that as a strength, because that gives her then the opportunity to set up different avenues for her to progress. So maybe she will, she might align herself quite closely with people, and maybe she'll set up alliances on, I don't know, other sides of the fence. Like I don't know, if she can do that, I reckon she'll do really well. And also being a teacher, she talks about analyzing behavior. So I'm seeing her really putting her thinking cap on for this season. Obviously, I think she's going to play with her heart no matter what. You can't change who you are, and I don't want to see her kind of keep that at bay either. But no, she's going to bring it.
And Maddie was a previous backbencher as well. So we've got some
gotta cheer for a podcast.
Yeah, I've seen her very active in the comments saying no one will ever be able to outdo us. So hopefully we're doing you proud, Maddie.
Hopefully. And I think one thing, Maddie, I think solo travels or does a lot of adventure traveling. And one thing about that is you have to be like very open to just making new connections and like willing to have those weird awkward conversations. That's what I think about, like going into a situation where you come back as a returner, you might know some people, but you won't know 2/3 of the people. I think it's a really good skill to have, of being able to just meet with any type of world, like anyone from any type of walk of world, profession, etc.
Yeah, I think definitely you have to be like an adaptable person, willing to go with the flow, willing to change at any moment. And that's like a quality you need to play Survivor as well. You can't go in with this itinerary that you want to do and then expect it all to go hunky-dory. Like, stuff's going to happen, stuff's going to change, and you kind of need to be able to roll with the punches and re-plan your journey to be able to make it to the end. What a great metaphor for traveling in Survivor.
Exactly. I was like, let's bring it in. Let's do it. Yes. I think she'll be so fun. And no matter how far she goes, I think she'll enjoy her experience. She'll make the most, and she'll just like love every moment and be a bright light on the screen.
Fellow teacher too. Going for them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know,
respect all the teachers. It's a
lot, right?
I could never, so thank you.
But school holidays are coming up, so we're cheering.
Cheers to that. Yeah, but Maddie, I'm really excited for her.
Love that. All right, so I think I'm down to my final double, right?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So my next pick is somebody who it's a returning player who I just felt like this is somebody who I'd absolutely want to play Survivor with, and that is Janine. I was devastated watching from home when she was out. I think she was the victim of the misplay of the idol with Alex. But no, I love Janine's energy. This is purely just a feels pick for me. She's just somebody who I would be able to work with, who I know would have my back, and just brings great energy. She said she's wise at how to play. She's going to be focusing on building connections. And I love that she said that she's coming in with all guns blazing. She kind of also hinted that, this is probably the last time she's going to do something like this. Janine, I hope no, because I love watching you play. But yeah, I'm just so happy that out of everyone who came back, she was the one who stung for me a little bit. I was just like, yeah, I want to see Janine play. So excited to see her.
Yeah, I think second boot. So
as was her daughter, I believe, in the following season. So she's on a mission to do better than both of those results.
So third and up is better.
That's the thing as well. Then you can just play like balls to the wall because you have like that scope to be able to just play harder. I feel like you don't have that reputation. I don't know. I feel like it's definitely an advantage being voted out earlier to be able to come back in a returning season.
Well, we don't know what her, we haven't seen her kind of get that gameplay on. We don't know what she's going to bring. So she's still going to be an unknown entity to a degree. Like, people will recognize her for sure, but we don't know what she's capable of yet.
Yeah, one thing she said in her Meet Me video that really stood out to me is she's like, as an insurance salesperson, or I think that's what she does, I have to act to every different person about this and say, oh, I care that your house got flooded. I care that your car got hit. Exactly. Like, oh, wow. Like, she has to do like a little bit of acting every day. And like, in some way, small talk, some people have to do it that way because it's like the worst thing in the world for some. So if she has so much practice doing that, I think it'll be easy for her to start those connections to make a real connection.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think she has a lot of potential. And I think being able to like wear all those different hats is definitely a skill that will make her a desirable ally for most.
Yeah, and I feel like she's just somebody who will get along with a variety of different people within the tribe. And as we've talked about so far, just such diversity in the cast. But I think she's going to navigate that with ease.
I feel like people are going to be approaching her. She's just going to be sitting back and people will be coming to her. She won't even have to go to them. I think it's just one of those people that draws other people in as well.
And she said she's going to go in guns a-blazing. Do we think that means like getting the work done guns a-blazing? Or is it let's do a blindside, let's do a split vote, 4, 3, 2, 1?
But Dan did have to put up a disclaimer also in the caption that she's not really going to kill anybody. So I feel like
She doesn't bring any weapons.
Come out all guns blazing.
Oh yeah, and different culture down there. You're right. Sorry, good call. I was like, I didn't even get it. Yeah, that makes sense.
No, but that just means that's what I love about her. She's so playful as well. Like she's not afraid to take the mickey out of herself. What you see is what you get, and she's there to have fun, but at the same time she's going to work her ass off. And I feel like she's just going to bring all that energy,
Yeah, and I think she's had time to like watch at least her daughter play, watch a different season, like really ingest what it was, because I feel like season 1 was such a experiment for some of the people playing, whereas like if they didn't know Survivor that well, they're like, I'm just gonna go do this thing in the woods. Like this.
So she's got revenge for 2. Like she's got double motivation.
Exactly. She said, this is for me and this is for my daughter. Like let's do it. So I think it'll be interesting to see what she does, having had some resources and watching and learning and the time to marinate,
Yeah.
So I think it'll be fun.
She had plenty of time to cook something up, and we are going to eat it.
Will she be fan favorite season 4? Tune in.
Look, I hope so. Well, she's mine already, and we haven't even seen it yet. So,
heck yeah.
No, I'm rooting hard for her. All right. So into my second pick. For my second pick for this round, I'm going to go, this could be a real wild card as well. I'm going to go with Mushy.
That was my next pick. Good call.
Sorry.
No, I was hoping I could get a sneak. I think a really good value end. Good pick. Good pick.
No, I loved her video. There's something to be said for somebody who's a little more softly spoken, but she's very aware of it. I love that she said she's into sports like basketball and cycling, but at the same time, she loves drawing. She's into puzzles. So again, that gives me almost, I guess, a little bit similar to Adele. There's that really good mix of skills that she's bringing to the game and that she's adventurous. She did say her weakness was that she hesitates with confrontation a little bit, and this is not a read, okay? Mushy, please do not take this the wrong way at all. There is something to be said for somebody who can be a little bit more on the quiet side to let some people kind of cause a mess, everything kind of blows up and then the fallout is devastating. And then Mushy's there just kind of going,
But not for her.
Yeah, she's like, I don't need to pick up your pieces. I'm fine.
Sit back and watch it burn.
Honestly, it's a great strategy. I think letting people fight and punch each other in the face and sit back, and I'm sitting eating popcorn. That's a great strategy.
Hand the sword and just let it go.
I'll happily maybe like push the sword towards the person fighting, like maybe like feed a little into it. But like, I think it's a great move to do.
Well, I hope that she uses that to her advantage. I don't think she needs to. I don't want to see her trying to be somebody that she's not. All right. I think she needs to bring those skills that she has and who she's comfortable being. I mean, sure, she said she wants to, get into some strategy, look for some idols and that kind of stuff. Great. I want to see her do that. But that sort of temperament, I think, will serve her well in the game.
Yeah. I've made fan fiction in my head of what the storyline of her game's going to be. And this is what it is.
Do tell.
I've wrote a story.
Where's my popcorn?
Right. So I think she starts on a tribe with Derek, and I can just see Derek gravitating towards a player like Mushy. And I think since they're both like a little like less boisterous, but I think Derek will be able to like be a person that she'll be able to fire her ideas with, and him to her. And
he's going to see that. He'll pick it with her.
I can definitely see that happening. Like similar ages as well, like early 20s.
And they'll be like able to be a silent duo. I think they won't not in the sense of not working, but people won't clock that they're working together. That's my fan fiction.
I hope we see that.
She also says she doesn't want to be with people that are too controlling, and I feel like Derek is the kind of person that will listen, and maybe they'll just like meld together.
This could be the prediction of the season, guys.
I hope it came to me. Just like, we'll see.
You had a Survivor vision. Ashley, speak to us.
I raven
upon us your wisdom.
Exactly. I don't know. I think if she can get past that initial get into the game, get the setting going, and like
we need someone in the comments to come up with their ship name. I'm not talking romantically, but just in terms of a pairing, we need a ship name for this.
Mushrik.
Mushroom. Room.
Let's try again.
Yeah, I know. I'm not. We'll let the comments be the creatives on
comments.
This.
Bring it.
Tell us their ship name for this non-existent duo yet. I don't know. I really think
I'm excited to see the rest of the fan fiction unfold over the next few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep you guys posted.
That's a different after show.
Oh gosh, no. I think, if she locks in with the correct people, I have her in my brain going late merge. Like I think she could be the robbed goddess.
Yeah. No, I see her as somebody I could absolutely work with. I think she brings a lot to the game. Like I said, she may not, it may not be in the forefront when people assess her or look at her and work with her, but she brings the goods.
Oh yeah, I think so. And being underestimated is always something you can use to your advantage.
Yes.
I think being underestimated is such a good thing in this game because if you're overestimated, you're going to want to get thrown. But underestimated, you can prove to them like, hey, you're wrong. Eat your words.
Yeah.
And I hope they do. I really do.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my pick.
Good pick. Oh, yes, Derek. Yes, you get it. Okay. I'm really just trying to think. I have 2 blues left, so I'm really going to be blue leaning heavy. So sorry, guys.
So this means, I just get the last one?
Yep, you get the last one. So I'm picking who I want to give you and I want to pick. Oh, that actually makes...
Ooh.
If you hand me the win right here...
I could. I really
Justice.
could. Okay.
Silver platter me.
What's my picks here? I got to think about just dynamics here to make sure.
Yeah, you want a well-rounded team. Like, who else do you think?
Exactly. I think
let's have a look at your team so far. So far we have Ben, Will, Anthea, Mars, and Maddie.
I think I'm going to go and just have even 3-3 split for gender split. I'll go with Jasmine. Yeah. I think Jasmine is very new to Survivor from her intro. So that's one thing where she comes in with an open book and open ideas. So she's not going to have to feel like needs to fit into a certain archetype or a certain storyline or she's coming in fresh. And I love players who come in not knowing anything and learning on the go and just like eat it up.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a lot for her. I think Jasmine is such a sweetheart. She was brutally honest, I guess, about her concerns. She was obviously, I think she's living in the mindset of she's a little bit nervous about the game, kind of actually what you're saying about, she's new to it all. But Jasmine, I don't want to see her beating herself up. I felt like there was just way too much criticism when that's something that, again, she's not going to have time for when Liv and Dan get the game going, right? There's going to be so much else for her to focus on. So I really hope that she doesn't get stuck in her head or worrying too much about what other people are thinking of her. She brings strength. She said that she was hoping that there's going to be a lot of challenges relying on the physical. Obviously, straight off the bat, that'll probably be the case. So she can probably win some favor with her fellow contestants as somebody who's reliable for strength. I just don't want to see her cutting herself down.
Yeah, I think she also noted that she avoids loud people. And
have we seen the show?
Yeah, and I can just see Ben starting a karaoke sing along straight away and her being like, ugh. So it'll be interesting to see if some of the more introverted people kind of cling together or take under the wing. But I feel like you need to be adaptable and be able to work with people that are quiet, people that are loud, any type of people. Otherwise you're kind of pigeonholing yourself into a certain alliance and stereotype. So I hope that she also does say that she has everyone's friend. So hopefully that she can kind of overcome.
She's a sweetheart. That's what I meant. She is lovely.
I think hopefully she can overcome that and play it more as a game than she would her regular life. And kind of steps into the role and
take on the character
and takes it on. Yeah. Takes it in a stride.
Yeah. No,
and I think she will. I've seen players who've never done it and they make final 3. I've seen people who don't know anything. They're coming just so naturally like adapt to it. So I think there's a lot of faith for it. And I think she said she wants to work with like-minded people. Is that what she said? So I think
Oh yeah, definitely. She can find her people in the game.
Oh, absolutely. Like I think her starting tribe does have a few people I can imagine wanting to like mold and cultivate and be like, oh, you don't know? Let me take you under my wings and help you help me.
Will she choose the right person?
And that's to be determined. Like, is there a wrong person for her to pick? I don't know.
There's probably a more right person.
Well, that's time will tell. I think that's the beauty of like not knowing going in. Like anything could happen for her.
Exactly.
The world's an oyster.
She did say that the advice for her younger self was not to overthink things. So again, she's showing some awareness with that. And I agree with the both of you. I hope she just takes this as an opportunity to run wild, have fun, show off that physical prowess that she obviously has, and maybe get some of that confidence under her belt when she can, flex her muscles in that regard.
I just love that she. Oh, go ahead.
When she sees like other people not taking the game too seriously, it might give her like that permission to kind of let loose a little bit and loosen the reins and actually have a decent stab at it.
If she sees Ben on there just like running amok, like because he can't sit still, like that might help her be like, oh, it's okay. Yeah. And I love that she's like, I just applied because I thought it sounded fun and I didn't think I'd get on. Like I love that. Like I'm just gonna jump in and do it because
it's a good attitude to have. Like new adventure, try new things. It's admirable.
You know what we
probably pick up on. And also non-threatening. Like if people are coming in saying, oh, I've never seen Survivor, I've never known what to do. That's another moldable person that you can kind of take in and not be an immediate threat until they kind of gain traction.
Yeah. I think she has the potential to be quite a strong fan favorite, just from the sheer fact that we love somebody who's a little bit of an underdog. So people will, I think, naturally cheer her on. So yeah. Keen.
Absolutely. I love to see a newbie come and strive. So I'm going to be cheering for her to make it as far as she can, honestly.
Come on, Jasmine.
Let's go, Jasmine.
Yes. So
we're all team Jasmine now.
I've worked myself into it. Like I love watching someone thrive. So let's do it. Let's be your cheerleader.
So last pick?
Yeah, your last pick. Who do you want?
Like I was going to pick this person anyway, so it actually works out well. And that person is landscaper Simon from season 2.
Simon.
Love a Simon.
So Simon, famously on the Win You tribe or the Lose You tribe. Coming back for a second chance. I feel like season 2 pre-merge kind of didn't have as much scope to play as hard as well. So I'm kind of excited to see where he goes with it. He says he's like changed his strategy up, like doesn't want to show his cards straight away. Try and be a hero that manipulates the outcome. So I don't know. I feel like he has capacity to be a powerful player if he plays his cards right. But I feel like I don't know. He might have a bit of a reputation as well. This is the thing about the returning players. I see them as an asset personally. Like if I was playing with a returning player, I would take it as an asset. But I feel like some people are going to, especially like fans of Survivor Canberra, are going to come in with like a kind of pre-existing idea. But yeah, I'm looking forward to kind of seeing the humorous side of Simon and like having fun with it as well. I really enjoyed watching that.
He's lovable for sure. I think he's just. I think for this season, it's more that I think out of all the returning players, he's going to be the unknown commodity. I think he's just going to be maybe he's the ultimate wild card.
Dan, I'll say it's really hard to pick when you have a really good cast, and I hate to make it my last pick. also I'm trying to strategically pick so I can make Tuddy lose. So
But Simon was literally up there with one of my like earlier picks as well. Like he could have easily slotted in there. So that's the thing as well. Like literally, it's such a stacked cast.
And he's motivated though too.
Really
Somebody
hard
who
to
works
do.
for themselves. I mean, there's a lot to say for that, right? So he's obviously got a lot of pride. He takes pride in himself and the game, because he was quite vulnerable in saying, he said, I got a bit lost in the game, right? And I think we can all acknowledge that can be a real thing for somebody who's just like dragged through the game, like, oh shit, I don't know what's going on, right? But yeah.
I'll say Simon was an interesting watch for me. I love that he described like the strategy as the politics. That's just such like a Canberra thing, right? Like you guys love your politics. So I just love that he described it that way. That was fun for him to think like that way. And he knew what he needed to come in and change. Like he said he didn't want to show his cards too far, like too early. He wanted to get involved in the game, be subtle but active, and be like a game of chess, maneuvering people. And I think that's such a good way of thinking about it.
Exactly,
I think people will not perceive him to do that. I think if you just look at his exterior, he's one of those where you're like, he just kind of like looks like, a fun like dad type. That's what I would think.
He has a good outlook on the game as well. Like it seems like he has good game knowledge. I'm just excited to see if that is executed to how he's thinking it in his head. Like obviously it's two different things, enacting it and thinking of it, but I think like he has a good game sense and game knowledge of what he needs to do.
Yeah. I also liked when he said like, I worked for other people, so if I can like work and do other jobs and just pick it up when I want to, and then like no, actually like learning new skills as you go with that, and then jumping back to your own thing. It's so interesting to see like that adaptability, like you said earlier.
Well, probably means he's going to know who he wants to work with quite early on. He's probably going to make a pretty quick assessment of where he's going to fit in with the tribe. Also that he's, done this once before, that's going to help. So maybe that'll just mean that he's going to be able to pick more quickly people he could mesh with.
Oh yeah. And I think the physical aspect, like Shirley's saying in the chat, like he will be able to come in. He runs? Is that what he said he did? I don't remember his activity of choice, but like I think he'll be very keen to do well in challenges, and he'll push.
I'd say his job would keep him fairly fit as a landscaper.
Yeah, definitely.
That's hard work.
Exactly.
Having to be outside in Canberra winter as well is not an easy feat.
Yeah, I can imagine. But yeah, I think it'll be interesting, and he's also in the blue. But yeah, so anything else on Simon? It looks like we have questions rolling in, so we'll finish our Simon, and then we'll open it up to questions.
No,
go Simon. We're ready for you, mate.
I want him to prove us wrong, low key. Like I want him to be like, you thought.
So, question for the panel: do you think returnees work with each other or shy away from each other? I think it's going to be an interesting dynamic. I think that some will and some won't. I don't know, like it could be easier to throw others under the bus to try and like lessen your threat level, and then also build up like your own alliances with newbies. I feel like kind of a balance and mix of the two. I don't think they're going to be out for each other, but I do think some newbies will have it against some returnees, and you probably don't want to be the returnee there after. So maybe being able to kind of work your way in with newbies at the start.
Because they're not because there's 7 of them, right? 7 in total. They're not in majority, like within their tribes.
Exactly.
So do you kind of just cut ties and go, actually, I would rather line up with the newbies and get the other ones out before they get me?
And that's the thing. Like as a newbie, if someone's posing that idea, are you just going to jump on board for safety?
Or you give them an excuse. You give them hey, here's some people to vote out, and it's not you.
I think there's 2 worlds. I think what they should do and what they will do. What they should do is they should work together. They should say, we're in that minority. We should find the people, these newbies, link up and let's run the show. That's what they should do. What's going to happen is they're going to see people they have vendetta against. They're going to want to punch them in the face and get them out of the show. And that's all they're going to do. And that's their one goal. And then they're going to get themselves out. That's what I think will happen.
Yeah, I think maybe some short-sightedness might be some people's downfall. But I don't know. It's an interesting dynamic with the numbers of the tribe as well. I'm actually excited to see how it plays out. I don't think it's going to play out the same on both tribes. That's the thing as well. It might be different on one tribe as opposed to another, whereas some people see the value in it and some people might want to work with other people. I think it's just who you gel with. And I see it as an asset, like someone that's experienced it before. They know how the game works. They know what the experience is like. So it can be kind of like a mentor in some capacity, or like an older sibling that you can kind of pave the way for you, and then you can get away with everything from your parents. So
as a younger sibling, I'd get annoyed at that real quick.
I'm a middle, so I just
same.
Wouldn't even be seen.
Valid.
I think Ashley's point about them kind of sticking together and then pulling people in, that's just a lot to bank on, but it's a solid strategy, Ashley. I think it really is.
That's what they should do, but I never said that they'll do what's practical.
Are they going to be able to trust each other? I think they're going to be more wary of each other than the newbies as well.
Do you trust the devil?
Trust the devil. That's exactly.
You know, versus the next question, you don't know.
Yeah. Aston has a really interesting question here as well, which is, would you be more wary of the players from seasons you hadn't seen? I think we've seen this a little bit in Survivor, even in Heroes v Villains, when Russell kind of was an unknown commodity.
We're seeing it in 50 right now.
We're seeing 50 with Rizzo and Savannah, where people are unaware of their game. And sometimes it's the unknown, which is more scary.
I think it's what they do with it rather than... I think it's up to the Maddie and Anthea of it, what they do and what they share versus they're open or if they're cagey about it. I think that's the key factor of how it'll go. Yeah,
exactly. It depends how they play it. Are they going to put out a trustworthy persona and talk to everyone? I suppose it's dependent on how they play the game.
Oh, exactly.
I think if I'm thinking back to the trailer, it's kind of I wasn't there for filming, but Dan and Liv play it as, we don't have the full cast and we're about to bring them in. So we haven't actually seen that. We've seen the two tribes set up as they are, but then they're there's some people missing. So I feel even that in itself has kind of given that team a microsecond to bond and then to go, we've already got these intruders coming in. So is that going to play against them? Part of me just thinks that it will. I don't know.
Speaking of that trailer, cinematic masterpiece, by the way.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Those people that are why does it take so long for a season to come out? That is why, because it is just so crafted to a high degree.
And those when people are doing this, it's in time with the music. So Dan noticed. we noticed it.
Dan's Virgo energy comes out strong in the editing. It has to be perfect.
Hats off to everyone involved.
It's on beat. On beat, sir.
If there's any other questions, throw them out.
Please.
I'm really excited. I think the format's fun. Having pre-merge returners come with a new cast, for the fourth exciting edition of this game is just going to be so fun. I think they really brought the best cast we have here.
Loving the mix of players.
It's very fun. Let's not boost in too much.
Yeah. What do you guys think is going to be given in the season? What's something that's paying $1 to $1 to happen? My one is Ben getting everyone to do a sing-along for karaoke. I feel
that'd be so fun.
It's just set up perfectly to happen. Or Jordan to say, I can't cope at least 20 times.
Or Jordan to do a morning stretch sesh. I reckon he'd do that because he wants everybody limber and physically ready for the challenge, and he knows how to do it safely.
Yeah.
I think
he'll be leading hands in.
Yeah.
I think there's a fashion show led on the blue team starting. I think that's what I'm starting to That'll be camp life, some fun bonding.
I'm excited to see the camp life.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited. I know it's been years in the making. This cast, I'm really excited for them to finally get their time to see what everyone said in the confessionals.
That's a long time for them to sit on that secret. I tell you what.
And I'm really excited. I know they've had a lot of fun. I know some of the cast members have watch parties coming up this week, next week for watching. So
yeah, Friday 8 p.m.
Yes.
Jordan to cry.
Oh, yeah.
Aww.
If you don't cry in a game, are you playing the game? I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
you gotta ride the emotional roller coaster.
Oh yeah. Well, I think that's the key word there. That it's a roller coaster. Absolutely.
Exactly. Feel the highs, feel the lows, and don't be afraid to let it all out.
Yeah, we love to see it, right?
Yeah, do we have any?
Leave it all on the table.
We've kind of picked our winners in the sense of drafts. Is there anyone that do you want to pick a one winner draft for yourself, or are you happy with your teams?
Mine was, I feel like it was the first person we picked, no? Or
sure. Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Mine is Derek. He's my winner pick.
Yes, I had Derek up there too.
I've got I have a final three in my head, and I won't pick a winner.
Final three pick.
Wait, from your team or from across the board?
From across, mostly across the
lay it out there.
So I've got Will, Mars, and Derek as my final three. I fear something happens with the women midway through the season. I'm not sure what's going to happen there. That's another fanfic. I really wrote it out. So one of those three is my winner. So we'll see.
Yeah,
interesting.
I'm still going to back my girl Adele. I just like her. Like she's got all bases covered. That's how I see her playing. So, I hope that translates into gameplay. And just seeing her when she's doing the puzzle in the trailer, I was like, her game face, she is on. Like she is on it. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with Adele.
Oh, Charlene.
I said it was fan fiction. I'm sorry.
And
I didn't say I liked it. I just think it's gonna go wrong.
Oh yeah.
Like they're so strong, it's going to be their undoing.
Yes. I don't think so. There's some strong women. Like my first, other than Derek, I had three girls in a row for my picks. Like I feel like they've got some strong energy, and I don't know. I don't necessarily agree.
It's all personal, honestly, like taste. So I always find myself like a little game body. So it's hard. I don't know. Dan has another question for us as well.
Oh, just Charlene saying you've all done so well. Competition, but Charlene's also one of our co-hosts as well. So she'll be getting to put in her 2 cents, and I'm sure you'll see that very soon. Dan, who is the narrator of the season?
I can see a few solid flowing ones.
Mars, I think, is a bit of a storyteller.
Yes.
Derek, I think.
I think Ben will be a great storyteller.
What about Maddie? Come on. Maddie is hilarious.
Even Maddie in the trailer is killing it already.
Yeah.
And then Haley, oh my God, I just can't. There's too many.
I love the theatrics in the confessionals. That's what I live for. So I'm hoping people kind of do it in a fun way. It's what helps make the show.
I hope they all just have so much fun in what they say too. Like part of getting filmed is being a little bit of a character too in those confessionals. So I hope everyone when they're narrating their story, they have a little bit of they're like, this is my moment. So I really hope we see some of that.
And it's an opportunity for people to be unhinged without people knowing what they're saying. So it's definitely a scenario where we'll see a different person in the game versus their confessionals. So it's kind of like that night and day of
I love that contrast
versus an insight into the real them.
Yes.
And that's what's really interesting to see. You get to see the whole picture.
Well, see, that might be Maddie in a nutshell, because she said she wanted to hold back a little bit from gameplay. So maybe she'll let it all out in confessionals. I hope so.
That's where you should. If you're a game bot, talk to me in your confessional. Don't tell Tuddy on the streets. It's always better to use it as a diary room.
Yeah. So what tribe do we think will be the dominating tribe?
I mean, if you look, I'm going to
we
blue.
had like Gez very red, you very blue, and me kind of in the middle.
It really depends on. I don't know all of their skill strength when it comes to Survivor challenges, so I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like the challenges are stuff that people don't really practice, though. Like the challenges are unique, and even like the puzzles. Like you can be good at Sudoku or like a jigsaw puzzle, but then that necessarily doesn't translate to knowing like an 11-letter word or something that you probably wouldn't practice as much.
Yeah.
And I'm going to call it and go my red tribe. I'm going to go Guru.
Tuddy, your choice.
I feel like just because I've got the blue, like I don't know if I like manifested this, but I just opted for the blue because I like blue as a color better. But my winner pick is on the blue tribe, so I'm backing Gulu. But I do love a lot of the characters on the red tribe as well.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an impossible pick, to be honest.
I don't think there's any wrong pick, honestly. Well, there will be, but like in theory, there shouldn't be a wrong pick. So I don't know. I'm really excited. Any other questions? If not, like, should we do a preview of like what's to come this season? I think we could play that trailer so we can see, and we'll sign off after.
And the premiere is
coming soon.
This Friday.
8 p.m. Friday, 20th of March.
So make sure you're tuning in. And if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, do that. We are close to being the top LRG in all of Australia. So if you haven't, like and subscribe, get all the updates. And we're in for a massive season of blindsides and epic gameplay and one of the best edited series that's probably ever come out. So
and
keep to see people sounding off in the comments too. We want you to bring that drama and that energy. Absolutely.
Yeah. And we'll be back every week to recap it, talk about it, give our hot or cold takes depending on the day. And we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Can't wait.
Let's hit that trailer. Let's see how it.
Let's do it.
Slowly here. We'll get there. Did you find it?
Just building the drum.
So I'm coming back to prove that me running the tribe while I couldn't walk wasn't a fluke. I'm coming back to prove that I have what it takes to win. And I will win.
I'm playing again for revenge. I was robbed!
People think I'm a joker, but I'm a close-up magician. Watch out, because I'm going to pull some tricks.
Yeah.
Seriously gives me goosebumps. I cannot wait.
I just can't wait. I want the series to drop now so we have the whole season, but we got to do week by week.
We're almost there. We're almost there.
Oh, 4 days-ish, right? 3 days? 4? I don't know.
So pumped.
Oh, it's going to be so fun. And I'm just really excited to see, honestly, most of all, like the players enjoy watching themselves back and like seeing how good they eat in the season.
Yes.
So, but yeah, no, that's what we've had. I hope you enjoyed our draft. Obviously, remember the draft doesn't mean anything but order. You all are amazing.
Yeah.
Don't read any of that. But we've had so much fun. We'll be back every Monday night.
Yeah, the episodes probably won't go as long. Like I feel like the draft one was a bit of a longer one.
Yeah, just needed to cover everyone off.
Yep.
Yeah, there was so much to talk about and deconstruct. But yeah, make sure you tune in every Monday night. I think it's pretty much dependent on when Australian Survivor finishes as well. I think usually it finishes at 8:40.
8:40, yeah, like 1:45, roughly around the
we'll
hour.
be starting when Australian Survivor finish, just so you can, like, we all don't cut you off tribal council. You can still finish it.
Exactly. We want you all to have that. So join us. It won't be us every week, but join us every week on this Backbenchers podcast where we're going to interview, we're going to speak, we're going to have fun, we're going to be goofy. But join us. But first, watch that episode and come back and join us next Monday.
See you guys.
Tuddy,
Thanks, everyone.
Geza, have a good night.
Bye, everyone.